University tonight. I'm really excited to see this. This is my first time broadcasting here, and it's my first time seeing our Smash team play.
Yeah.
In a like not just against each other.
Yeah, yeah. Very similarly, my also first time broadcasting. I don't think I've ever watched them actually play a competitive match. Maybe sometimes when we have it up in the room every now and then.
Mhm. I mean, they're really fun guys to hang out with and talk to just outside during practices, but it's nice to see them.
Yeah, definitely.
We're loading up, this is the lobby, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be the Smash lobby.
I know that sometimes it's a different word for different games. I'm still very kind of new to all of the terminology.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll see when they eventually decide to get on into it. Looks like they're going to Pokemon Stadium. It's a very popular choice for tournament play.
Okay. Oh, see, and we're doing, it looks like Jigglypuff and Mr. Game & Watch is
Nice.
Shawnee little icon right now.
Ooh, this is an interesting matchup. Both pretty light characters here.
I've seen Jigglypuff quite a bit, but I haven't seen the 2D Mr. Watch.
I'm just so used to
Yes.
Oh, it feels so nice.
Looks like Jigglypuff's doing pretty good for defense right now.
This is a game of Smash Bros.
This is one of the games. Hey, okay.
Oh, hey!
I should have rested.
We have the stats.
Another string put on there. We'll see.
No, we're all in May.
Follow up.
Oh yeah, A-Bay.
Where you going?
They're not characters I see often played against each other either, so
Yeah.
I'm really interested to kind of see, because I don't know, I'm thinking about it, and I don't know many people who main Jigglypuff or Game & Watch. Usually
Yeah.
they're just like a secondary choice. So it's interesting, I like this.
I think Jigglypuff is pretty good against Game & Watch because she has a lot more offstage presence than he does with her like 5 floaty jumps.
Mm-hmm.
And Game & Watch really only has his up B.
Now this is called edge guarding, right? This kind of move where he's making sure that Game & Watch can't come back up.
Yeah, it's a really good tactic for Jigglypuff players. That's what you'll see them do most of the time.
Okay.
Since they have like the ability to jump 5 times, it's really easy for them to stay off stage and keep the other person from coming back.
That makes sense. I just know that at least between personal games, edge guarding is, I guess, considered a little bit of a rude move.
I mean, it is the tactical move.
It is tactical. It's a good strategy, especially if like you know the character and you know that this is what the character is good for and is kind of built for.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice action.
It looks like the edge guarding got a little change.
It's going pretty well. No stocks taken yet, though. It's kind of shocking, at least.
They have it. It does look like they're building up a pretty high damage percentage, so I think we might be seeing I don't know. They're pretty even.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
First stop taken by CMU.
Okay.
Let's see. He immediately returns that onto Jigglypuff with something. Staying away from him, making sure it's a safe approach. Oh, okay, that SDI was really
wow,
good.
that was, I did not think they were going to save that. That's impressive.
Okay, that DI was really nice. He managed to save himself from losing a stock there, because it's the most precious thing we got. The rest string! That was really well done.
Wow, that was, what happened with that?
So he was able to hit the rest, which is, since Jigglypuff has 5 jumps, she's not given like a type of recovery move to get back on stage easily.
Okay.
Instead, her move is like, it's super small, it's really like only in her hitbox. If you hit someone with it, they will get launched up. It does a lot of damage. As you can see, it's a really good instant KO move. Oh, and there's another!
Oh!
Wow!
So that's a really hard move to execute.
Yeah.
That's impressive, and it's impressive that they got it twice in a row. That's pretty amazing.
My goodness, yeah. That was
awesome.
That was a very clean first match, actually.
Yeah.
2 stocks taken within like a minute.
Yeah, that was
Like,
fast.
I was like, I'm at 160, I have literally nothing to lose.
That's what I want to see more of. Like,
I'm really interested to see what's going to come up next. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I wonder how they'll try to get out the Jigglypuff.
So, Do they switch players between matches? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's best of 3 this time, isn't it?
I believe so.
Okay. So they might switch characters, but they won't be switching players yet.
I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll see what the opponent's stage chooses and what character they could possibly choose to go into our Jigglypuff.
Yeah, I imagine our player would want to stay with Jigglypuff because of that win.
That was a really well executed.
Really
Double
cool.
rest was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what characters are very good against Jigglypuff in this game exactly. I mean, other fast characters would be nice with air mobility.
I think I remember seeing a personal game between Jigglypuff and Ness that actually ended very interesting. Ness had a pretty good using his PK Fire move against Jigglypuff
Right.
was a really good option. So I wonder if maybe they'll pick a character that has a similar move, or if they will pick Ness. I know they're not very popular.
Yeah, being able to lock Jigglypuff down, keep her from like getting away is a really good way to do that.
Okay.
Because the PK Fire move kind of keeps them in place, burning a bit within it. So
Yeah.
it's a good idea if you can lock Jigglypuff down, keep her from jumping everywhere.
Okay. Or get one of those zoning characters that we were talking about earlier, maybe to keep Jigglypuff a little bit out
Yeah,
of range.
that's another good way of doing it.
Okay.
People like who's a good zoner? Probably Duck Hunt or
There's Link. Link's
the
a pretty
Lynx.
good one.
Lynx are a good one.
There is another one, Pit. Pit's a pretty good zoner, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean with the direction of the bow, you can definitely hit a lot of good arrows on people
Mm-hmm.
because you're able to move it wherever you pretty good.
I'm realizing a lot of the characters I picked that I thought of range were zone characters.
Yeah.
Which it sounds like it might just be another term for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Snake is also a really good one because he can keep you away with like grenades and the follow RPG as well.
okay. I know Samus is one of the more popular characters. What type of
yeah.
character is she? What type of character is she?
I think she's a pretty good. Well,
Because she seems like she might be a zoner because she does have that ranged weapon with her gun.
that's true.
But it also seems like she might be melee a little bit.
She has a good mix, I think.
Okay.
The charge shot's probably the most important part of her kit because it does the most damage in the least amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see a lot of Samus players try to charge that up and then just get it in whenever they can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like we're going to break. I think we just went.
All right. Sweet.
Cool.
Very The wolf, though.
And we're back. That was a very short break.
Very short.
Okay, so this wolf character, what game is he from? Because he looks familiar, but I've never played him. So.
He's for, like the main villain of Star Fox.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be Star Fox, but it's nice to know like where the characters come from, because then you can kind of know like where some of their moves originate from.
Yeah.
He's not a zone character, so it doesn't look like they're going with the strategy that we kind of talked about a little bit.
No.
It looks like they're just trying to hit hard and hit fast right now.
That's a good trait of Wolf. He does hit pretty hard, and his aerials are very good,
Okay.
which is similar to Jigglypuff. So if you can just kind of beat her in the aerial battle, you might be pretty good. Although his recovery is not great.
Okay. So they're both lacking a little bit in recovery, and but he seems to hit a little bit harder than Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lot of like on-stage presence and aerial presence. He's a good all-around pick.
Okay. The skill looks pretty equal though. I mean, our Jigglypuff is doing really good with getting up that shield and defense.
Yeah.
And jumping back and kind of breaking up, it looks like Shawnee State's kind of rhythm or pattern that they're having with their moves.
Yeah.
As they start getting into those combos.
Okay, that's interesting. So that works. Oh, okay.
Oh.
First stock taken by CMU again.
We're doing really well.
We are doing really well. I don't think I'd ever watched them play that much before, but I wasn't aware we were.
We're doing this good. I've only ever seen them competing against each other or in older review footage.
Yeah.
So this is really nice to see live and to see how well we're doing. I mean,
Oh, the shield break. Okay. Well, the punish was almost there.
was that another difficult move?
Yeah, so you can see whenever somebody shields, they have like a bubble around them.
Yeah, and it wears down with the timer, that way you can't just constantly have it up. That makes sense.
And Jigglypuff's little like punch move she does, like that tiny punch she does, is really good against bringing down shield durability.
Okay.
So it's really good against defensive characters as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
Ooh, that was nice. He intentionally didn't hit the shield there. That was a very well executed, and he's still alive. Okay, he keeps it alive. 166 people from
Ooh.
Okay,
I mean, losing one after they lost two, I think we're still coming out ahead.
Yeah,
we're
no.
doing really well.
Definitely.
I mean, it wouldn't be fun if you didn't have to work for it, right?
That's true. And
Oh, this is the move we were talking about where they try to put the other character to sleep, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
very small hitbox, but it's very effective when you can't hit it.
Yes, I've seen it used and taken down like a match between 4 people. So
So that was actually our first overall stock loss. That's good.
it was.
I like that Jigglypuff's able to duck under the laser too there. That's kind of neat.
Yes, the buoyancy of the character is very fun.
Yeah.
I think the only other character I've seen like that is Kirby.
Yeah,
And they
Kirby's
have-
also on the block.
Yeah, they have kind of a similar animation style.
Ooh, that was nice.
That was fantastic. So 2 out of 3. I think. Are we playing a third match or?
I don't believe so. They might be swapping their player up now.
Okay. He looks.
Username for them, but we'll see.
This was fantastic.
That was a really good first set by our Pauts.
I think they should credit us a little bit as their good luck turns.
A little bit.
All right, we're going to break. We will be right back.
All right, sweet. Very good, very good.
All right, and we are back. We are still keeping with Jigglypuff, and now we're going against King K. Rool. I've never seen him play before.
That's an interesting choice for Jigglypuff. I think any like easily comboed character would be an interesting choice in him, but we'll see if he.
So he's an easily comboed character. Is that a character type, or is it just something with maybe a few of them?
He's just like a heavy, so he's got like a bigger hitbox himself, so it's easier for Jigglypuff to kind of knock him around.
Okay.
Although it takes more hits for him to get like launched off the stage though, so.
Okay, so he's a bit more like a tank.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, his character style definitely fits it. Okay.
Yeah.
He's also a little bit slower, I'm noticing.
Yeah,
like
he's pretty.
significant.
Oh my goodness,
Wow.
the rest already.
I'm sorry, was that 30 seconds?
Yeah.
That was amazing. Our Jigglypuff player has a lot of control over this character. I'm wondering if it would be interesting if this wasn't even his main character. Maybe this was like his third choice normally. He was just trying to get better with it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So that might be something we ask him about after the game. That's interesting.
Oh, the sing!
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. That's 1 minute, 1 minute in with 2 stocks
1
down.
minute. All right. This is going to be the shortest game.
Okay, so he takes a stock back.
Okay, yep. It looks like our Jigglypuff has lost 2 stocks already. Or does the stock count carry over from the previous game? Do you know?
Yeah, it does carry
It
over.
does carry over. Okay.
So he had to start this match with 2.
Okay, which is why stock total count matters when we're scoring, and it's
Yeah.
not game 1. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So
a lot of projectiles out here.
would he be considered as also a zoner type because he's doing all these projectiles? That seems to be his main moveset, or is that just something that they are? That's part of the opposing team strategy.
I think that's a decent strategy for King K. Rool. I wouldn't exactly classify him as a zoner, but you can definitely play him as one if you like.
Okay.
Because that crown is a nice, like, boomerang-ish.
Yeah, and the cannonball gun seems to be doing quite a bit too. It's slower, but if it does hit you, it looks like it does a significant amount of damage.
Yeah,
Which you
definitely.
might expect from being hit by a cannonball.
Yeah.
Might take out something.
I think it's neat how they give his gun the ability to suck somebody up, and he can choose where to launch somebody if he sucks
That's
somebody.
really cool. Actually, we just saw his crown kind of become an item. If Jigglypuff had a chance, you think Jigglypuff could have picked it up and used it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only when he gets it back that he can actually put it back on his head.
Okay. That's always fun. I like seeing the way the character items can be used by other characters as well.
Yeah. It's stuff like the villager being able to pocket like a projectile and throw it back at somebody is always kind of a neat thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he just tried to suck up Jigglypuff. Ooh, we're doing some edge guarding. Are we gonna take it?
You might get him actually.
Ooh,
Okay.
so close.
There's his tankiness coming in. It takes a while. Okay, that's a nice win for us again.
Wow, that was what, a minute and 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes?
That was really well done.
That was amazing.
And we only lost 1 stock. He's still on his first character, Jigglypuff here, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so they're not just switching characters because they're trying to change up their strategy. They have to switch a character if they lose all the stocks in that character.
I would imagine so. I'm not sure if that's an exact rule, but that might be it might just be like a good idea.
Yeah, it does make more sense if you're struggling going up against another character to switch out and change up strategies, at least so that if you lost, even your opponent won't get used to any type of alternate strategy you might be attempting.
Yeah, keeping your opponent on their toes would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Especially with like changing different character archetypes, like how he went from Game & Watch to Wolf to King K. Rool. It's a lot of different type of archetypes that he's trying to swap in there to try to fight the Jigglypuff.
Okay, that's interesting because from what I understand, some Smash players will pick like all characters from the same game.
Mm-hmm.
Would they also be similar types of characters? Would that kind of be like a poor strategy because you're maybe playing like, if you pick all Pokemon, are you playing all like zoners or heavy hitters?
It's an interesting kind of dilemma because with Pokemon you have people like Jigglypuff who are really small, light, fast, and Pichu, people like that. And then you also have characters like Incineroar who are like big, tanky dudes who will do a lot of damage, which he's also the slowest character in the game. But he can do probably the most damage in the shortest amount of time if he can get his like revenge up.
Okay.
And it's also like...
All right, we are going to break. we will see you guys in a little bit. All right, and we are back. This time they chose Toon Link. All right, so what do you think their strategy is going to be next?
I think Toon Link is also a pretty fast character, so he'll probably be able to keep up with Jigglypuff pretty well.
Okay, so you mentioned this, that our player would purposely lose their first 2 stocks to make things a little bit more even because he's played Jigglypuff so much.
Yeah. So now our player only has the one chance to do as much damage as he can.
Okay.
To make sure the rest of our team can maybe get these last 3 stocks.
Okay. So it's more of a chance to just let other people play at this point?
He might be able to close it out if he manages to take all 3 of these stocks, which would be a spectacle, but he might be able to.
Okay, so it does seem like they've moved on to the strategy that we talked about earlier and that they kind of hinted at with the King Cake Dial character is using a zone character or a ranged character against Jigglypuff. Okay.
He's throwing a lot of boomerang, a lot of bombs. He's trying to kind of keep Jigglypuff this far away. He only has to get 1 stock down, so it doesn't really...
That's true, but our Jigglypuff is holding his own really well. I would not have done this well on 1 stock. I would have gotten scared at just having 1 stock.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a bit nerve-wracking, but he already has the Toon Link at 70, so he might be able, or at 80. He might be able to get him here, take at least 1 stock down for the rest of our Smash team.
Yeah, that would be impressive. I mean, I'm already incredibly impressed by how well we've been doing already, but this is just kind of blowing me away a little bit.
Yeah, getting, 9 stocks while only having 2 of yours taken? Oh, okay.
He did a significant amount of damage, though.
He did do pretty well.
He used his last chance really well.
I think so. I mean, he already took down 9 stocks.
That's true.
With the 1 character.
He's given us quite a significant lead just by himself, so it might be a time to give our other players a chance.
Alright, we'll see what character we choose next.
I'm excited.
We won't be showing much Jigglypuff anymore.
Probably
unfortunately.
not.
Because our Jigglypuff was going very well.
Our Jigglypuff was excited, as I just heard from the other room.
I mean, he was, yeah. I mean, it's worthy. He was getting a lot of those rests, which I don't think I've seen that many rests hit on, like, I don't know. He's just hit a lot of them. I'm really impressed with that.
I didn't even know it was a move. I've never seen it before at all. So if you had not pointed out that it was very difficult, I would have thought it was standard and wondered why I'd never seen it again.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're here to tell me how impressed I should be.
I would love to see like a kind of a heavier matchup though, but we'll see what we go here.
Okay.
We're 9-3. I don't know if they might pick Toon Link again.
Okay. What characters do you usually main when you play yourself?
I think Incineroar is probably my favorite.
Incineroar, okay.
Just because I like his kind of like wrestling style, how he's kind of like rough with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny just to see him like throw a random other Smash character against like the boxing ring ropes and come back and he'll just like punch them in the face as they come back. I just think it's funny to watch him do that. He just has a lot of funny moves.
Okay. I think the moves I really like to see are kind of when when you have 2 stocks left and your opponent has 1, so you just grab them and you jump off with them.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I think they are called suicides.
Yeah, you can call it a SD suicide, something like
SD.
that.
Those moves are always really fun to me because it's like a last ditch, like
Mm-hmm.
I got you, which is kind of fun.
I think it's funny. A lot of characters do actually have the ability to do that. People like Kirby and Ganondorf.
Yep, I'm thinking specifically of Ganondorf and Captain Falcon are the ones I've seen it with the most.
Yeah.
And Captain Falcon has some really, really heavy hitting moves.
Yeah, definitely. The knee and the
Falcon Punch.
Falcon
right?
Punch
Yes.
is really fun.
Yes.
If you can get it with the long charge it has. A lot like Ganondorf, how he has the big punch. It takes a while.
Yes, yes.
But it's always neat to see it.
Are those tank characters, you would think, or would they be more like a DPS type character?
Ganondorf is definitely a tank. Okay,
And we are back. I thought we were here the whole time. But we are playing Ridley, which looks like a very scary gargoyle Pokemon, but I'm sure that's wrong.
Yeah, he's the main villain. He's like our Samus's arch enemy.
Oh, okay, okay. Very cool. So he looks like he might be more melee and
Yeah.
or would he be ranged because he can kind of fly up? I haven't seen him throw any projectiles yet though.
The only projectiles he has is like little fireballs he can breathe.
Okay.
You have to charge him up, so it's not very super useful. Unless like your opponent is off stage and you don't plan on going there. But he uses his wings and like his like spike tail to attack mostly.
Okay, so he's mainly melee, but he's not a slower heavy hitter like the King K Dial that we saw.
Yeah, no, he's a lighter character because if you look at him, he's really bony.
Yes.
He does not have much mass to him.
I do like the characters, their kind of like body types and style, they translate that really well into the moves and the attacks that they have. I know that's part of Smash Bros. And that they've been perfecting that for a very long time.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's always really fun to see, and I think that happens.
Okay.
Why people get so attached to their characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so our first stock was taken by Shawnee State this time.
Yeah. But we've held our own pretty well. So, especially like a melee type character that's going against range, usually the range has the advantage, but it seems like it's been pretty equal so far.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting choice for Ridley to go into Toon Link, considering he's so big and it's easier for Toon Link to hit him, but we'll see
Yeah.
if that works out.
So is it true that smaller the character, smaller the hitbox, or do
Yeah.
they generally stay the same size?
Yeah, someone like Jigglypuff and Kirby are a lot smaller, harder to hit than someone like King K. Rool or DDD.
Okay, King K. Rool. I keep thinking of him as Crocodile, and that's why I keep calling him King K. Dial.
Yeah.
Crocodile? King K. Rool. Alright.
He's fun. I do like him.
Okay. Oh, and they've taken another stock. That's
Thank-
okay, we can bring it back. We've got a pretty good lead, so this isn't anything to worry about.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, so yeah, he's not allowed to answer to a lot of these projectiles here. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, it does look like the melee versus range is becoming the issue a little bit.
So he has good SDI there because he didn't die immediately with that move, even though he got that screen. Okay.
Oh wow. I did not expect him to survive that first heavy hitting move, but because
Yeah.
they usually don't. But I think he still did well.
Yeah, no, definitely.
What kind of character do you think would normally do well? That Ridley would do well against?
Ridley would probably go well, probably against other like bigger characters, since he has a lot of kind of like larger hitbox because he's a larger guy or larger dragon thingamajig. So people like Ganon or the fatter characters like Deity and King K. Rool
Okay.
probably be good, even though he does take a lot of like knockback because he's so skinny.
Yes, he did also seem a little slower than like some of the characters that are a bit more his size. I'm wondering
Yeah.
if maybe he would how he would do against a faster character. Yeah. All right, so it looks like we are choosing our next characters, and we are in the lobby and waiting for Shawnee State. Oh, ooh, are we picking the map right now?
Yeah, I believe we're gonna choose a map, whichever one we decide to pick. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Animal Crossing stage yet.
Is that a popular one?
Yeah, for most tournament play, I think I've seen it a good amount.
Okay, I think the ones I've seen most often in tournament play are the Pokemon, like full stage one, or the
Oh, yeah.
boxing one that you mentioned.
Yeah, those are really, because they're just like flat. They got a platform or two. It keeps everything nice and simple.
Yep, and it's very easy for people to view like how we're doing here.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
And of course, they keep the stage hazards off, even though it's kind of funny to have them on sometimes.
That's true. But if I was playing a competitive game and I was trying to balance everything that comes with a competitive game, and suddenly the lights fell down in the boxing ring, I think I would say that was some bad luck.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I could handle all of that. All right, and we are back to the game. Okay, so this is a little robot.
Yeah. His name is Rob.
Okay.
Or it's an acronym for Robotic Operating Buddy, which is funny because Rob is like the only character they have in Smash Bros. That isn't an actual like game character. He's more of a he's like an actual in-game toy, or like an in-real-life toy that was sold a long time ago.
Oh, that's really cool. That would be, I bet that you can still probably get it when certain new Smash games are released, because they used to do those little Smash Bros. Amiibos, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But he seems to also be more of a melee character, similar to Ridley, but he's faster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so he's holding his own a little bit better against the range attacks from Toon Link.
Yeah. He has a good amount of like a bit of range he can fight back with his own. He's got his little top spinner there, and then he's got a big laser from his face. There it is.
Like that we just saw. That was cool.
I think his best move probably is his little. He does his side special where he does a big spin.
Okay. I hope we get to see that. Ooh, right there.
Yeah, there it is.
That was pretty cool. I didn't think he was going to be able to save that, but he came right back up.
Yeah, his recovery is really nice because he has like a little fuel gauge on the side of him. You can look at his like spine. You'll see like those lights up. Those are like his fuel left that he's able to come back to stage with.
And they will actually go up and down as he like takes damage. That is a really cool little like, I don't want to call it an Easter egg because it's not quite an Easter egg, but a little extra animation that they put in.
It's nice to see like little things like that get put in.
Yeah. I mean, the fandom loves the game so much, so it's nice to know that the creators love it just as much too, and put as much care into each individual character.
For sure.
Oh, it looks like we did lose a stock, but we're holding out pretty well.
Yeah, getting damage is still on this Toon Link here.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna even it out in just a minute, really.
Yeah, I'm sure that our Rob can answer right back with our own stock or taking one of the opponent's stocks.
Yep, and I thought we were gonna see it right there, honestly.
Oh, that top. Wow, that was just covering all his defensive options. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure he will. Toon Link isn't that heavy, so 173 he should be.
It looks like he's just gotten a few combos in, and they're just trying to time it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get a good window of opportunity here.
I think my favorite part so far has been seeing the different strategies of the different characters. I think that's why I've been excited when Kirby came out and we got to see, even though Ridley didn't do as well as we wanted, it was really cool to see like how he handled Toon Link, and it was really interesting to see how Rob also was handling Toon Link, being a similar character.
Mm-hmm.
I also know people get very attached to the characters, but they also get very attached to the maps that they use the most often.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And it seems like at least some Smash players that I know try to match the maps that they get attached to the characters they get attached to, so it's almost like a theme.
Yeah,
It's interesting to see.
I think it's funny how like on the stage you already have like an adoring crowd shouting from the sidelines.
That's us. We're the adoring crowd.
Yeah.
We should cheer. Oh, okay. So we've evened it out. We're doing really well.
He's at 120, which is a bit not good, but I'm sure Rob can answer right back with some damage here.
Yeah. I liked seeing the laser come out from the side very suddenly, kind of like a, hello, you haven't kicked me off the stage quite yet.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
He's definitely going to go down fighting, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, just like getting one stock down is good, because that means even if we do lose, our next player only has to deal with 2 stocks.
That's true. And it also, like, because we were ranking the points by the stocks instead of by the games and matches won, it's still an important point.
Yeah, definitely. All points matter.
Mm-hmm.
So any damage, any move hit is very important.
Yes. It does seem like Shawnee State has kind of settled into this Toon Link character and is playing more aggressively with him since he was in the past couple of games. Mm-hmm. He's using the range a little bit less, it seems like, in this match.
Yeah.
Oh, he came back from that. Impressive. I'm always impressed when they come back from it because I can never come back when I fall off the stage, even if it's my own fault.
Yeah. That's always hard because a lot of the heavy characters don't have a good ability to do that.
Yeah. It does look like we lost one more stock, but that's all right. We're still doing pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the Jigglypuff get 2 in under a minute, so I'm sure we can.
Yeah, and I mean, this Toon Link seems like he's a difficult opponent right now.
Oh yeah.
So any damage and stock takeaways we can take from this is still pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm,
and this
sure.
is much further than I could have ever gotten. So I'm wildly impressed.
It seems, yeah, their Toon Link was really their trump card here.
Yeah. So I guess it is a better call for them to not pull him out right away, but I am surprised that they didn't. Because it does seem to be the way to go in tournaments like this, when it matters more the points you have at the end rather than the amount of matches won.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, even if you're able to carry your character between multiple games like they've been doing, I'm not even sure.
Yep. I would be impressed if we got Link down to 1 stock at least here. Oh, and that was game. That's alright.
Alright, well this will be our sudden death then, 3-2 in our last match here. We'll see who we choose for our last character.
I do think that they have lost 2 and we have 1 and we have lost 2, so I think we're pretty close to even at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of like interesting how the Jigglypuff was taking like 3 and then now our Toon Link is taking like 3 people.
Mm-hmm. It's always the small cute ones that'll get you.
Yeah, it does seem like that in Smash Bros most of the time.
Yeah. Nobody expects it to be the small cute ones. Wasn't that the thing with Isabelle, the Animal Crossing character, when they introduced her to Smash a few years ago? Everyone was like, she's a major heavy hitting character.
Yeah. I think she does pretty well.
Okay.
Against most of the Smash cast. Which is interesting. I think it's neat how they give every character like a fighting chance. Maybe besides Little Mac, but
Little Mac isn't the best.
He might be the worst.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
I have to say, when I do play, I either pick Charizard,
Oh yeah.
Dragon type, because he's range and he's very easy for me to play.
Oh yeah.
Or Mars, just because I have a big soft spot for him, and sometimes you just want to hit something with a sword really hard.
Mm-hmm. There's so many sword characters to choose from in this game as well.
That's true. I did see we like Ike. Ike is a good character, but actually when I was making the graphics for this, I looked up the most popular Smash characters, like all of them ranked, and the most popular one was Cloud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which I was surprised about. I guess I should have been surprised about because it's a very popular game. It's got a very big fan base, but usually the face of Smash Bros is Mario because he's kind of the face of Nintendo. So I was surprised he wasn't higher ranked on that.
Yeah. I think it's interesting how each game feels like there's always been one star of the show. With like, obviously with like Smash Bros. Melee, you had Fox being the main like staple child because everyone was like, oh, Fox is the best character. Mm-hmm. And then Brawl, of course, it was Meta Knight because of how absurdly broken he was in that game. Mm-hmm. I'm not even... Oh, Smash 4, it was Bayo. Bayonetta was very good in Smash 4.
I've heard a lot about Bayonetta. She was number 2 on the ranked popularity list.
Yeah, and then Ultimate's Demon appears to be Steve, which has become the only character to be banned from all competitive play.
Which one is Steve? Oh, I see Steve. Oh, the Minecraft Steve.
Yeah.
He's banned?
Yeah, he's banned.
Oh, I had no idea. I'd never seen anyone play him, but...
Yeah, his ability to just like transform the stage and keep people away from him while he like upgrades himself mid-fight is kind of like incredible.
It sounds very Minecraft, but that does sound like it's a little close to cheating at that point.
It really does feel like it sometimes. If you play the character, you can see. You can feel it doesn't feel right to be played against the other characters sometimes.
All right, looks like we are back, and we are Mewtwo. You know, I never saw this movie until I was in college.
Oh, the Mewtwo?
The Mewtwo movie.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Oh, all right. I just remember it being a very big thing when I was younger, so that's what I think about when I see this in Smash Bros. And so he's using his tail a lot. Would that is he more of a melee character?
I think he's kind of a hybrid because he does a lot of like aura ish moves because he's psychic. So.
Like the orb we saw him almost just throw.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense. It reminded me very much of Dragon Ball in that moment, really quick.
Yeah, because he's mostly psychic, so they use mostly like those purplish aura moves.
Okay, so this would be a really good strategy to use against Toon Link then, because he can do a bit more melee, but he also has heavy range attacks.
Yeah, and like that little little side move he uses is a good. It reflects all projectiles incoming.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing against Toon Link, who likes to throw a lot of bombs and boomerangs and arrows at Mewtwo.
Okay. It does seem like, again, a Pokemon might be our strongest character right now.
Yeah.
And we have evened it up. Very nice. I am wondering if maybe we should have like some like Pokemon trainer type mascot for the team right now, but
It does seem to be because the Pokemon is are pretty all-round pretty good characters in Smash.
I did hear that the Pokemon tended to be a little bit broken, and that was why in the newest version don't they have a Pokemon trainer instead of the individual Pokemon characters?
Yeah, because I believe in Smash 4 they took away Pokemon Trainer, made it just Charizard, and then they brought Pokemon Trainer back for Ultimate because it was a kind of everyone is here thing magic.
That makes sense. And we just lost another stock. I think we're still holding out pretty well, but this is getting a little dire. So I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful on how we're doing because we have good players and it seems like we're holding our own pretty well.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, definitely. If our Mewtwo can get a stock here and make it a 1-1 would be really down to the wire. That was a nice teleport through the stage there.
I think we could get it. I think we could get it down to 1. We could do it.
There's a lot of projectiles being thrown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he got the disable. That's good.
There we go. We're evening it out. We're doing well. We've still got a pretty heavy damage percentile. Oh, I spoke too soon. I jinxed it.
Well, I mean...
Not a good luck charm anymore.
It seems like Toon Link is their good luck charm. My goodness.
It's that pig that he's holding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he keeps it in hammer space, as they say. And
Yeah.
It's his good luck charm.
Definitely would stand.
So, I'm not sure. This was best of 3, right?
Okay, they're gonna reset.
Reset, okay.
Because I think it, I think it's best of 3 overall.
Overall?
We get like a couple sets of this.
Okay.
So we'll see how we start off the next set.
I was wondering.
Shawnee starts.
All right, we are going to be heading to break.
All right. All right.
welcome back. We are starting up again. We watched some fun replays, and now we are getting back into the game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second set fares here, if we can get an early lead like we did last time.
I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I'm hoping that they don't bring Toon Link back out.
Yeah, because it's taken
a toll.
A little bit of a toll. I
Yes,
agree. I agree.
But I think we're going to come back from it really well.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Toon Link played like that effectively.
No, usually he's advertised as a character that doesn't do very well. Like, people kind of grimace if you choose Toon Link,
Yeah.
I guess.
He's kind of overshadowed, I feel like, by the other two.
But I feel like Jigglypuff is also a character that most people... Either Jigglypuff is very difficult to play, or people just underestimate Jigglypuff a lot.
I think the main thing about Jigglypuff is with like pro players like Hungrybox that like to play Jigglypuff, people just don't like the play style of like kind of going away and coming back and going away.
And edge guarding a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I know Ness is a character that people don't like the playstyle of as well.
Yeah.
I love Ness's playstyle, but mostly because he's cute and he just screams PK Fire all the time.
Yeah,
So.
I'm more of a fan of Lucas. I like Lucas.
You like Lucas? Lucas is fun, but I learned about Ness first. I saw a lot more people playing Ness before I started. So to me, Lucas is a little bit of off-brand Ness.
Oh yeah,
But
I mean, you could definitely. Well, he did come after, so.
Oh, that makes sense. So, seeing them versus together, I have seen a match like that, and that was really interesting. It took a while to get through, actually. I think they ran out the clock on it.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely stall a bit with both of them because they're both pretty like mobile and floaty a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised I haven't seen much DLC played by either team here because most people really like the DLC characters. I mean, besides Steve because he is not allowed.
Yes. Which kind of characters would that be besides Steve?
The DLC is everyone from like Joker, Terry, Kazuya Mishima, Pyramithra, Banjo-Kazooie.
I have seen that character played quite a bit. The other ones are still very new to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Joker, I think he was ranked 4th on most popular.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's very fun.
He's from Persona 4, isn't he?
I believe this Joker is Persona 5.
Persona 5, okay. There are a lot of personas.
Yeah.
Enough to make a whole person.
Yeah. I don't think I've played any of the other ones besides 5.
Okay.
Although it was still really good. It's long, but it is pretty fun.
It is mostly a story-based game, as I understand it.
Oh yeah.
But we are still waiting right now in the lobby. I think we are waiting on Shawnee State to finish with their little huddle meetup. Similar one that we had just a little bit ago while we were watching replays. They were out there strategizing, which is always fun to see.
Yeah, no, there's a lot more strategy that goes into competitive Smash than I expected.
Mm-hmm. I've sat in on some of the other varsity teams, like playing Valorant and Overwatch, and they're all at their own computers. It's a little bit more individual because they're all at the same time. But this one, there's one person playing and everyone is gathered around, kind of helping them strategize, which is actually really nice to see that kind of teamwork. Yeah.
There's a lot of camaraderie in competitive Smash, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought we were getting ready, but it looks like we are still waiting a little bit on Shawnee State. We were close. They picked a character.
Because I think it's like, while you're not specifically playing in a team in the match, you're still a part of one.
Yes.
And all of you are still playing technically together against another group of people.
Yes, it's like you're going up individually, but you're not alone.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, those games are so fast, and they're competing against each other a lot when they do practices. So I think that builds a lot of like team building, camaraderie, and just a good vibes all around.
Yeah, definitely.
We could have that on our specific Just Smash Bros. Jerseys, just good vibes all around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, school's trying to go for a very vintage look right now, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you are a graphic designer, so.
Yeah, I noticed. I picked this T-shirt for the design, for the font. Actually,
I see.
Yes. I'm excited. Oh, they picked the small battlefield map. I think.
That's nice.
Because then we ended up back in the lobby, so I'm a little unsure.
We'll see if that because that's a lot like Pokemon Stadium, so we'll see if it works out, I guess.
So it has similar advantages.
Yeah, I believe it's just the platforms are a bit closer together.
Okay, it looks like we are getting ready. It looks like they picked Ridley. actually.
We're gonna start Ridley again.
Oh no, wait. They are the wolf. We are Ridley.
Yeah.
They were switched for a minute.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we'll see how this starts off with Ridley versus Wolf here.
All right. Ridley, I know, is a little slower than Wolf just from the matches we just watched, but I think he might be able to do more damage than Wolf does in a single hit. Although Wolf is faster, so he might be able to make up for that. So.
Yeah. It looks like he's doing pretty well already.
Yeah, it looks like he hasn't taken any damage yet so far. So, just a little bit. See, I say something and then it happens. I need to stop doing that. They're gonna kick me out.
Well, that's a nice move. Oh, that was a really nice poke through the stage there. There's the fireballs that come out. That's very nice.
Yep.
Very nice poking tool and someone off the stage.
So we've already gotten one stock down. We're starting off really strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. It looks like we're mostly just trying to keep Wolf from getting any of those combos that he was hitting with Jigglypuff earlier in the match. Okay. Is that a pretty good strategy against Wolf, or is that just a good strategy in general for Smash?
I mean, yeah, stringing your hits together is always really good. Racks up more damage, easier to get somebody. That was a nice catch.
Wow. Already, okay, we're doing great. This is starting off very similarly how Jigglypuff started off. We're within the first minute, we've already got them down to one stock. Ooh.
He's still doing okay though.
That edge guarding was a little harsh, but we recovered really nicely.
Yeah, he got back on.
Yeah.
Okay. He tried to go for the poke again, didn't work out. That was nice.
Yep. It looks like that might be a harder move to execute than normal.
Oh, that was a nice fireball hit. Okay, and he couldn't recover. That was really nice.
Very good.
A good old clean 3-0 there.
Yeah. Ridley comes back and takes it away.
That's very nice.
Maybe we're just really lucky in the first 3 matches.
We start strong, yeah.
We start very strong. And we keep up momentum pretty well. It's just that Toon Link really got to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and his little pig.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so we will still stick with Ridley for the next match as well, right?
Yeah.
And so they're choosing a new player and a new character. And we get to choose the battlefield this time, I believe. Or did we choose the last one?
We chose small battlefield.
We chose small battlefield? Okay. So I think they choose the next one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for that Animal Crossing one to come out, but it doesn't look like anyone really wants to play that one today.
Maybe it's not serious enough for competitive.
I guess
They've got
not.
to pick the realistic looking competitive. Because it looked like they were going to pick the Mario world for a minute, and I was like, oh, this looks like boxy and fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Mario stages. New Donk City's a really good one.
It does throw me off a little bit when I'm playing Smash at home and we pick a we choose randomizer and we get a very cartoony Mario Animal Crossing map, and we have very realistic characters like Ganondorf on there. I'm like, you don't fit, sir.
Yeah. It's always funny to see the different characters clash with each other, like seeing a Minecraft Steve fighting Mario or something. It's always really funny to me.
Yeah. I like seeing the splash art that comes out for promotions when they release a new version.
Oh,
we got new characters, especially when Isabella came out, because they let the Chief from Halo onto Smash at that point, right? Or was that the Doom character?
That was
Doom and Animal Crossing came out at the same time, and then Smash came out very soon after.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That was a really fun trend I saw.
Yes.
I think it was Doom Eternal and Isabel's thing were coming around the same time.
Yes.
So a lot of people drew them together, which was really funny.
Yes. Because Smash came out so soon after, I thought that they had allowed the Doom character to Smash for a little while.
I wish.
Yeah.
He would be really funny.
I think they just recently allowed Sora in this most recent version, didn't they?
Yes, he was our final DLC character.
Yes, a lot of people were waiting a very long time for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is he a good character to play? What do you think?
He's very floaty.
Okay.
I'm not exactly... He's probably the one DLC character I don't like to play that much. Except maybe Kazuya, because I'm not good at Tekken.
Okay.
Which Kazuya plays like he's playing Tekken.
Alright.
I'm not good at Tekken, so...
Tekken was ranked, I think, number 3 on the most popular, so...
Oh, wow, yeah.
So apparently a lot of people are really good with Tekken.
Yeah. I know a couple of my friends are very good at Tekken.
Okay.
It's like all those... a lot of the characters like Ryu, Ken, and Terry, all the characters that come from native fighting games, like old arcade-style ones, are a lot harder for me to pick up and learn, because you have to know their specific inputs to get the good moves out.
Which is a fun little thing, like its own little Easter egg
Oh,
for
yeah.
people who are used to the characters. I didn't know he was in the game actually until I was working on the graphics because I've never seen anyone play him.
Oh yeah.
And I recognized him from like hearing about the old arcade games and
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
some of those plays. So I was like, oh, this is. I thought he may have been a retired character that was just still popular in older versions. But,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really see many people choose the fighting game characters here, which is interesting because Kazuya is always was really good at one point.
I think the only like really fighting character that I've seen somebody pick has been Little Mac. So I was surprised when you said that they're not a very good character to play usually.
It depends who's holding the controllers. People like the really popular Little Mac player Peanut is very good at Little Mac, but most people would just rank him like at the bottom.
Okay. So more just difficult to play.
Yeah, it's just because he doesn't really have a very strong aerial game or a good way to get back on stage if he's launched off.
Okay.
So he's mainly just forced to stay on the stage, so you're not allowed to fight anywhere else really.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's supposed to be a boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like we are getting ready for the next game in just a minute.
Okay.
All right, it's going to be Joker versus Ridley. See, I've never seen Joker played either, so I'm really interested to see his play style.
Oh, I really like Joker's playstyle, and that skin is always really my favorite.
Okay.
He looks good in that blue trench coat.
He does look good in that. So, what type of character would you say Joker is?
You have to be kind of patient with him because his little bar that charges up there gives him his persona.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's more like fast and light in this stage, but when Arsene, his persona comes out, he becomes a lot more of a heavy hitter. So you got to be a lot more careful with him because all his moves are just empowered.
Okay.
Once he gets his persona out.
Okay. He does look like he might be focused a bit more on range or as a zone character, at least at this point while his persona is out.
Ooh, wow, that was an interesting catch.
Yep. They did shoot us right off the map, but that's okay. We can recover from that pretty well. Seeing this though, I am drawing a quick little similarity to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like the characters that float behind them and give them all their powers.
It is a lot like a stand.
Yes,
I agree.
Yes. As someone who's never played a Persona game, that's what I thought of immediately.
Yeah. I mean, it's also kind of like you could say they're Pokemon.
Yeah, like it's just a kind of a partner that assists.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like Ridley is doing a lot of defense right now. I think he's just trying to get a handle on breaking those combos and dealing with Joker and maybe trying to maybe tease out that persona so that he can more easily deal with it. If that makes sense.
Oh, that's also really important to Joker's kit too. If he holds that little like blue aura area, if you hit him, he gains his persona faster.
Oh, okay. But so there are times when you do want to avoid hitting him if you're trying to avoid that persona coming out.
Definitely.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought to know that about the character, but even as like playing, I would have just continued to blindly hit him.
Yeah. There are a couple characters who have people like Mark who say you like to play with the down B, how they have that counter.
Yeah.
If you hit him, then they strike back at you. It's kind of just like what happened there.
Yeah.
He strikes back if you hit him, and he gets his persona back.
Okay, that makes sense. We did lose another stock as we were going through. Ridley is still...
Oh, wow!
We pulled it back a little bit. That was good.
That was an interesting...
I thought we were going to go down with him. I thought that was a Hail Mary of just, we are taking at least one stock with us.
That was interesting. The Shawnee State player mashed out of his grab, and it got him killed. That's interesting. Well, we'll see, because it looks like this Joker player really likes to just stay away from our Ridley. He likes to just shoot him with the gun.
Which, with Ridley, who seems to be more of a melee type character, that would be a smart strategy to do if you have the range for it with your weapons as you're waiting for your little persona avatar to load up so that you can use that.
That's definitely a good strategy. Well, okay, that back air. The Joker back air is always a pretty devastating one.
We did lose that one, but we took at least one stock with us.
That's true.
So I think we're still doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're still leading with 9 to 8. So we'll see which character we choose next to go up against Shawnee State's Joker, which is looks pretty formidable.
He does seem like a very complex character that maybe isn't as difficult to play as some of the others, but is difficult to go up against. So I am interested to see what their plan is.
Yeah.
To deal with him. He seems faster and more agile, but like a slightly lower hitter than what Toon Link was.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still got that range, which I think we're struggling with a little bit.
Yeah. It's just the persona is just such a buff to his whole kit. It's hard to deal with.
Would you say that he's more of a broken character then? Are they gonna fix him in the update, or is this what he is?
Unfortunately, there are no more planned updates to the game.
Oh.
But I wouldn't call him specifically exactly broken, but he is very strong. When in his normal state, he's more like just a fast, like kind of chic like character.
Okay.
When he gets that persona, he's really just dangerous. He's dangerous.
I mean, that's the goal of the persona. I mean, he's one of the few characters that's allowed a gun, so
oh,
yes.
yeah, definitely.
Yes. I am hopeful that one of our players does pick Sora, because I've never seen him played.
Oh, yeah.
And I am a bit of a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. Not a huge fan, but I am part of the fandom, so I am interested to see how he plays in Smash.
How would you feel about Sephiroth coming out there?
I have feelings about Sephiroth, mostly physics-based, by the fact that he has one wing but still thinks he can fly.
Oh, yeah.
And that is not how it works. You can't just flap one wing and take off into the sky. So
oh, yeah.
That's where my hatred for him stems.
I think he was definitely one of the few characters who was revealed for Smash that I had absolutely no idea who it was.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw him come on screen in that reveal trailer, I was like, I have no idea who that is.
I know all of the Final Fantasy characters that were in the Kingdom Hearts series because I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, yeah.
So that was my introduction to Sephiroth, was Kingdom Hearts, and that boss battle he has with Sora.
Okay.
And I thought he was just a mini boss that they just threw a design on, which is why he had the one wing, and then I had a roommate who was very into it, and it became a whole story.
I see.
But I would be interested to see how he plays in Smash and see how different it is from like his moveset in the Kingdom Hearts boss battle.
Oh, yeah.
And as someone who has not played Final Fantasy, I'm sure he would be different than how he's played in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's more of a turn-based type of deal. But I really liked playing Sephiroth in Smash Bros. It's just the amount of range he has because his sword is just so large. Mm-hmm. It's able to cover so much of the stage, especially if we play on like the smaller ones.
So he's another character that's a bit more melee, but also range just because of the size of his weapon?
Yeah, he's a lot like Ike in the way where he's just got a very large sword and you want to stay away from it.
Okay. Would you say that it's something similar with Cloud as well, and that might be why he is so popular? Because Cloud also has a very large sword.
That is true.
I think he's also he has one of those hits similar to a Falcon Punch where he just speeds along.
Yeah, if he's able to charge his limit, which is the little bar next to his little profile at the bottom of the screen, he's able to do like an empowered special move on somebody, which he's got different variations of depending on which special move you choose.
Okay. Very interesting.
And it's very flashy. I really like him. He is a very flashy character.
He is. In every iteration I've seen of him, he's very flashy.
Yeah.
Yes.
He makes sure to do everything with style.
As angsty of a style as he can. He's a character with a lot of backstory.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but were we in Hollow Bastion and I just didn't notice at all? Or are we choosing that now?
I believe we were in Hollow Bastion. Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I was talking about how I like Kingdom Hearts and I wasn't even paying attention to the map. I just saw the stained glass and I was like, that's a nice accent. Didn't see the giant logo right there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not exactly familiar with the series, but I do like the stage.
That was a very, very fun stage to see. I was trying to pay attention to the background. I think I just heard a small tease from one of our producers about how much I may really like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
But yeah, so we picked small battle map again. I don't recognize that character on the right with the pink hair, but she looks like she might be a Final Fantasy style character or another Persona character.
Yes, that would be Corin.
Corin, okay.
Corin is an interesting character. She's one of the few Final Fantasy characters that doesn't just swing a sword around. I'm sorry, it's not Final Fantasy, it is Fire Emblem.
It's Fire Emblem. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with those characters very much at all. I know I like Mars, but and he's Fire Emblem, but I like Mars from Smash Bros.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. I'm not even gonna say that I like it because they're gonna choose a Fire Emblem based map and I'm not gonna recognize it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna live that down when I go home.
No, Corrin is very interesting because, well, you could play a male or female Corrin if you'd like, but like they're also like part dragon, I believe.
I did miss for a minute that we technically like they should only have 2 stocks. So when they jumped off the edge, I was like, that is a suddenly very interesting strategy to go for. But
Yeah.
that is how they are playing. So, oh, she just turned into a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe they're just like a shapeshifter with dragon form as well.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
And a lot of their moves are, and I think they're also a really interesting character because their sword is more like a buzzsaw than an actual sword.
Okay. Okay.
So like if you kind of like hold a charge move, like the saw will be still rotating. You can still hit somebody if they come up to you.
Okay, that's interesting.
And that's also a pretty good move right there. The down air got a lot of damage there.
Yeah. And it looks like his persona tried to come out but couldn't. I didn't notice if his bar was full up all the way, but it looked like it had a small animation and then disappeared.
It can be out for a very short amount of time. If you take damage, it'll go away faster.
That might have been it. It might have just come out and then he took
Yeah.
damage. Okay.
Yeah, because the more damage you take, the faster it'll go away. So you
Okay.
should really try to incentivize playing fast and not getting hit when you have it.
It looks like our Cora, right? Corrin character. She's doing really well in pulling Joker towards her so she can get those heavy melee hits.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh.
Joker players using a lot of the gun.
Yeah, I think after the fiasco with Jigglypuff, they've been trying to pick more ranged characters and make more use of ranged attacks. I've noticed, but we got them down to 1 stock, so
Yeah,
I think we're doing amazing. We haven't taken down any stocks yet.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. We'll see if we can make it back here. Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Oh,
Very close, very close. That was an interesting tactic there. Since Corrin's recovery does a bit of damage, a lot of characters with like reflectors or counters can go off stage and counter your damaging move and try to keep you away even further. Which is an interesting. Well, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good strategy if you want to do it.
Yes. No, I'm focusing in on how these characters are playing right now because they seem very evenly matched because they're going back and forth really hard.
Oh yeah.
And because we've pulled Joker in, so he can't use his ranged weapons as much either. He's not pulling his persona out as much either. So it's interesting to see how his character's reacting to this.
Yeah, definitely.
And how they're. It seems like they are struggling a lot more now, which is nice to see because that means our team is doing really well.
Yeah.
Oh, we can lose a stock.
Oh yeah, see right there, he reflected the recovery there and was able to get a stock off that. So now we're evenly matched at 7-7. We'll see. I believe it. Well, I mean, if the other enemy team's at 155, it would be very difficult for them to. Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, that keeps us at 1 stock lead. So next match we'll be down at 1.
I mean, we'll take it. I'll take a 1 stock lead.
Yeah. If we're able to take 1, at least 1 stock off while we have 1, that'd be really nice. And give our next player like a better chance against the Joker.
I think we have 1 more round, 2 more rounds for this one. I'm trying to just go by stock, and then I realized that's not a very good, accurate way of counting it.
Well, yeah, if we go into our next match, we'll have 1 stock. They'll have 3, so
Yeah,
we'll see
yeah.
how that goes. Although we won't be playing against Joker, so.
That's true. Hopefully, we can keep this momentum going. It does seem like we've been able to kind of keep them on their toes, and once they grab hold of a good character, they're able to keep them for a few rounds. But then when we make them choose again, like it restarts the whole process for them.
And if we're able to take this set out, it'll be tied 1-1, which would be really nice.
Okay. What kind of characters do you think Corrin goes up against really well? Because she's that mix of like melee and range. She has a pretty heavy hitting melee, but she seems to be able to pull people in, which seems a bit more zone like because she can reach out and do that.
Yeah, she definitely is one of the more interesting Fire Emblem characters because she has a lot of like big spikes that she's able to throw out. I don't play Corrin that much, But I do think it is an interesting, one of the more interesting Fire Emblem characters because a lot of them are more just swing a sword.
Yeah. I'm learning a lot about how these characters are played, so when I go play more personal games with my friends and family, I might actually be good at this. Can you learn how to be good at a video game just by watching it?
I think so.
Okay, well, there's hope for me.
If you can like kind of see how people like to play the character against other ones, I think it's... So
this is perfect. It won't improve my hand-eye coordination. I'll still button mash, but I'll be button mashing with a purpose.
That's true.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Make sure to do that. A lot of characters are better at doing that than others.
Oh, we're off. We can take a break.
Oh, okay.
All right. Sorry, I thought you said we were off. All right. We are back. Our game should be starting in just a minute. I'm really excited, and they've brought Toon Link back out.
All right.
Oh, I really hope. Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot. I got so scared about seeing Toon Link that I again forgot that we have to take ourselves down a couple of stocks, which is on me. So I was scared. I was like, why are we hurting ourselves when we should be focusing?
I just hope our coordinator can get at least one stock off our Toon Link.
Yeah.
Which would be the best case scenario, I think.
It does look like we are playing really hard right now. Like, we are whipping out a lot of moves.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get that, like, I can feel the need to get as much damage in as possible because we have one stock, so we have that one chance, like we talked about earlier. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. He spot dodged a bomb, which I thought was really impressive.
It does look like we are doing good with the dodging and shielding because we haven't taken as much damage as we usually did when we came up against Toon Link.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing really well, and I think Corin might be a very good character to go up against Toon Link because she has that speed. Oh, we got a hit in.
It's pretty good she's pretty good rush down, or being able to like rush down other characters. I think is a good trait she has.
Okay, and...
Well, we're trying to throw out our own projectiles here. It's not exactly working as well, but...
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like she has very many of those or a very good move set for that where they don't hit as heavy or maybe they're not as accurate, but
yeah.
It looks like she's struggling to pull Toon Link in a little bit because while he does seem like more of a range zone character, he does have a little bit of melee. I think he's able to avoid us a little bit.
Yeah. That Master Sword does indeed hit pretty hard. Yep.
It's small, so you wouldn't think so. And it's held by a child, but makes me think about those foam swords.
No way. Wow.
Oh, but thinking about the Master Sword in Toon Link's hands makes me think about those foam swords that they would give kids.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely could leave bruises.
Alright, well, we weren't able to get a stock down for that, but at least we'll be coming back with a new fresh character with 3 stocks.
And we still held our own pretty well.
Yeah,
Like, we could have gone out a lot sooner, but they had trouble getting damage to us. They were throwing out a lot of bombs, and I think the damage we did take was partially just us trying to get in close and something that maybe was slightly delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on the game's part, but just because it takes, like, he throws the bombs out and it takes a minute for them to explode, if that makes sense. And our character was so fast that they would get there in that minute.
I think it was good because our Corin managed to get like over 100% on that Toon Link before he was able to take us down. So that was really impressive.
I am still very hopeful that we can pull this through. We are tied right now, 6-6. I think we can take this back.
Definitely, for sure. We'll see what character we decide to choose here. Again, with the Toon Link Menace here, I'm not even sure exactly who would be the best for this.
The team AdmaniaYT hasn't played yet.
Okay. So we got a new player coming in.
Okay. Oh yes. They haven't played yet, so they're coming in because I think Shawnee State said that they only had 4 people.
Oh.
And we have 5 on our team, so
okay.
I think they might be switching to him right now. I am interested just looking at this character lineup. Does anyone play the Wii characters? The Mii's, Brawler, Sword Fighter, Mii Gunner?
I mean, if you'd like, they're really interesting characters because you can choose their moveset or like their special abilities. And of course you can customize them to your liking, which I always thought was kind of fun. Which we were mentioning Doom Guy earlier. He actually is a costume for Mii Gunner. Because I think I'm not sure when they did that, but I know he is one of the costumes you can get for Mii Gunner.
Okay, very cool.
Which is obviously really neat. Which doesn't compare to the Sans Mii Gunner costume, which is my favorite, but it's still fun.
Okay. It looks like we have chosen our character, and we get to choose the map this time. I hope we go back to Hollow Bastion so that I can show off that I definitely know we picked Hollow Bastion.
That would be nice. I know nothing about Kingdom Hearts, so that would be nice.
That is, like, as I understand it, kind of the central world where the Kingdom Hearts is. I'm not going to try to explain the plot of Kingdom Hearts on this broadcast because we would never get to the Smash game, and there would be a lot of people in the comments telling me I was completely wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Contradicting each other and themselves, so.
Yeah.
All right, Toon Link against Wolf. I think this is the first time we've pulled out Wolf ourselves.
Yeah, might be.
All right. I'm excited to see how we play this and how similar it is to how Shawnee State was playing their Wolf.
Oh, and we finally got our Animal Crossing stage, it looks like.
We did! Oh, seeing them in the background is very cute. And they match very well with Toon Link.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that platform does not seem to be sticking around. It seemed like it came in from the side.
And it looks like we are hitting heavy and we are hitting hard because we have an equal kind of amount of range damage that we can do and an equal amount of melee damage that we can do.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
as
this is
compared to
nice.
Toon Link. Yeah.
He's getting some good hits in here.
He is, but I think our player is doing a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think he can make it.
Definitely. And with Wolf's like down special, his shine ability is able to reflect projectiles as well.
Oh, and they've gotten a stock from us, but that's okay. We can still recover.
Yeah, definitely. All that matters is taking the Toon Link out.
All I'm learning is that you should never underestimate the cute characters. All those Animal Crossing characters in the background, they could get you.
Oh yeah.
They could beat you in a street fight.
Yeah.
That's why they're not allowed in Smash.
Oh yeah.
They
yeah.
only let Isabella in.
They're too powerful. They're way too powerful.
Yeah.
Tom Nook is the power of capitalism. He'll take everything away from you.
Yep. You just show up and the stage is foreclosed. It's gone.
He'll take everything you have.
Yep.
Oh, that was a nice reflect with that bomb actually.
Okay.
So we'll see. Seems to be a lot of shield pressure from both players here.
Yeah. It seems like we're doing a pretty good job of covering and trying to get in those hits.
That was
we just
close.
did now. Yep. And we're edge guarding a little bit. Ooh. And we lost the edge.
Yeah. That was a nice just kind of stare from the Toon Link player there.
Yep. If looks could kill, do you think we'd do well?
Well, it seems like Toon Link is doing well regardless.
Yeah, I guess. He's got a nicer face than Wolf, but Wolf only has one eye, so maybe that hinders the damage his stare down could do.
He loses the depth perception, yeah.
A little bit. Oh.
If you could get a stock here, maybe on their enemy Toon Link here.
So does it depend on the kind of attacks you do in a row, or is it just based on how many attacks you do in a row that you get a combo for?
Normally a combo is kind of just classified by like hitting them multiple times with. You can hit them with the same move.
Okay, because I was just wondering if that like multiple knee move would have counted as a combo. I think we only got like 3 or 4 of them off, but usually I think something pops up when it is a combo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was a. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
There's a bit of a jab reset there. It's kind of nice.
Oh.
Okay, well there's a
All
back
right.
throw. Back throw got one stock off the Toon Link. He seems a little shocked. He was just standing up there for a little bit.
Yeah, they took one away.
He was a bit confused.
Ooh.
And then he came right back.
And we paid for it. But you know what? We got one.
That is true. That is one less stock our next player has to deal with.
That is pretty good.
Which we're a bit down to the wire here with our last character available. So we'll see who we pull out.
If we get this, it'll be close, but I am excited.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario is we take all this Toon Link stocks away.
And I think they would have maybe one more player up, or would this be?
Yeah, no, they would. They would.
Yep. To pull up. Okay. So they are getting ready. They are in the lobby again. It does. I do notice that with all of these games, there does seem a little bit of wait time in the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of strategizing going on, I imagine, between both teams. And I mean, the other enemy team could just pull Toon Link out whenever it's used.
I guess that's true.
That's a fun strategy for them, I'm sure.
This would probably be more to their detriment because it'd be really easy to strategize against them and find characters that go really poorly. But what if it was just Toon Link over and over, where every player, their main character was Toon Link, so Toon Link is really hard to beat, but we get him, and then they just whip out another Toon Link.
Yeah.
In a blue tunic this time.
Oh yeah, you just use a different skin.
Yeah.
Just different color.
Yeah. I mean, if they wanted to be smart, they could just do all of the different Legend of Zelda characters that are here. I think there's Toon Link. Is there Breath of the Wild Link? He's not on.
Yeah, he's
on there. And then there's like the regular green tunic Link. There's Zelda, and there's Ganondorf. So there's enough for our whole team if they wanted to do a whole Legend of Zelda themed fight after this. Toon Link does that to them.
It is unfortunate that Ganondorf is rather lacking in the the kind of skill tiers of the game.
I guess that's fair. I always think of him as a very strong character that is just, his combos are difficult to pull off, like his movesets. Alright, and we are back to the game.
And we are bringing Rob back out again.
Against Toon Link one more time, and on the Pokemon stage. I think we could get it this time.
It's like deja vu, yeah, we're right back into it.
Yep. Ooh, he's using our own top against us.
Oh yeah, he stole the gyro, I believe it's called.
Gyro? Okay. It could be called a Beyblade, maybe. Maybe. But I'm hopeful that we will do better because we've seen a lot more of Toon Link. We know how they play him. Yeah. And he started with one less stock than us, so maybe we can pull this out using Rob.
I think it's interesting that Rob's like spin side special is a reflector, and it's not being used as much as I thought it would be against a projectile heavy character like Toon Link.
Is it a more difficult move to pull off, you think?
Not really. I'm just gonna press side in the special button. I would hope not.
Okay. They might just be focusing more on trying to do as much damage as possible then, and just shield up. And he's not. Doesn't seem like a very good character for dodging. Oh, and they've tied it back up. Yeah,
I mean he is a bit of a tall guy. It seems Rob at least.
Yeah. His character isn't as fast or as dexterous as the other ones, like Corin.
Okay, that's a stock taken.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
That was pretty soon after they took our stock too. That feels like a good amount of karma. Yeah.
So if we can just take this last stock off the Toon Link with no issue, then we should be right at home with the last Shawnee player.
All right, and hopefully we can pull it back. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah. This first stock, or this last stock for them is going pretty well in our favor, at least.
Okay,
he stole the gyro again.
That seems to be his move right now.
He seems
didn't
to be a
pull-
big fan of it, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't try that the last time they faced off in this map, but now he's really going after it.
Oh yeah. And he's the amount of projectiles. I didn't even know Toon Link was capable of like throwing this much out.
Yeah, honestly, I've seen him throw a few bombs when I've seen him played, but mostly I think many people play him as a melee character.
Oh wow, that was interesting.
Okay.
He really went all in for that.
Mhm.
Okay. That was an interesting rundown. It was a bit risky to be going off the stage for it, but it looks like it worked out for him.
Yeah, it did. I'm hopeful that we can pull something like that pretty soon.
Yeah, we do have the percent advantage here, so I would hope that
Yeah.
we're able to take it. Oh, okay, that was a nice grab, actually. Just keeping him off stage, I think, is a good way to keep him on his toes. Keep
Yep.
him nervous.
Yeah, it does look like we are starting to speed up a little bit with our moves with Rob.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's a much faster character.
Oh,
than-
okay,
Oh,
there it is. There
we
it
did
is.
it! We defeated Toon Link.
that is the Toon Link defeated. Now we have 1 Rob stock against 3 whoever Shawnee State chooses.
Hopefully they don't choose another Link.
That is very possible. They might go Young Link.
Don't jinx it like that.
But
It
based
is-
on who they've played, they played Game & Watch, Wolf, and
Wolf, Joker,
oh yeah,
Toon Link, and this is really the all or nothing moment.
yeah.
Like this is it.
They'll really have to pull out an important character here to make sure they can stomp out the 1 Rob stock.
Mhm.
Because Rob is pretty versatile. I feel like he might be able to actually get a 3 stock if he wants.
He's more versatile than I expected him to be, just looking at his character,
Mhm.
especially with the fact that like it seems like his movements are a little bit more difficult to execute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's being used a lot more efficiently than I thought.
Yeah, I think if we just like focus on Rob's like little grab where you like put someone in the ground is a really good idea of just immobilizing somebody and being able to get free damage on them.
Yes, that did look like a very good move.
Oh, King K. Rool's coming in. Okay. That would be That's interesting against Rob because Rob has a lot of multi-hit moves, which can be bad against like bigger hitbox characters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting choice for them. Although King K. Rool can also throw out crowns and cannonballs a lot, so
It's true, but they are slightly slower projectiles.
Yeah.
I feel like Rob could dodge those pretty easily, even though he's not an incredibly fast character, but he seems to be like a pretty good medium for speed.
I would hope we use the ability to reflect maybe his cannonballs or his crown maybe once or twice.
That would be really good. Yep, I don't think about Rob's reflecting ability.
Yeah. King K. Rool is technically able to do it as well with his little like counter thing. His big gold belly makes him able to reflect stuff back at you as well. So you could
Okay.
get caught in a chain of kind of reflecting.
We just sit here and they're playing Pong for a little while.
Yeah, it does speed up every reflect, so it might get harder and harder, but someone might be able
Until
to.
one of them finally takes all of that damage. I'm imagining it also as it builds up speed is building
Yeah,
up damage as
definitely,
well.
definitely.
And then it just takes someone out.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Which would be an instant KO, probably. Which would be bad for us, because we only got the 1 stock.
Well, unless we were the ones reflecting it and it was them, that would be
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah. That would be really nice. That'd
Yeah.
be just a fun thing to watch, I think, on screen.
It would be. Now that we've said it, make it happen.
I would like to see it. I would
Yes.
really like to see it. Because, like, reflector matches, I think are stuff you don't see that often.
Okay, it looks like we are going to be doing a player interview at the end of the match as well. So once we're done, stick around, and we will go ahead and do that.
Sure.
I don't know who we're interviewing, but I'm excited.
I would hope our Jigglypuff player, because he was doing really well at the beginning of our...
Or a Ridley player. They've each taken out an entire character themselves, so
That
they were
is
doing
true.
really well.
Or maybe even our Rob player for finally defeating our Toon Link
He
menace.
did it! He defeated the monster!
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe they're gonna start playing Toon Link a little bit more like in practice.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting choice for us to pick up a character we previously had trouble with to try to see what he can do.
It looks like we are playing against King K. Rool, and we are playing on the Hollow Bastion map. I paid
Oh, yeah.
attention this time. I
That's
didn't just
nice.
focus on how cool the characters and the animations were, even though that's the best part.
A lot of blue. for staying here as well.
Well, I mean, they're in the water. They're literally in the parting of the seas. So.
That is cool. I like that
Yes.
the stage does like that stuff.
Yeah. Especially like the beginning, like bringing on the stage animation is really fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so they did bring out King K. Rool. I'm hopeful that we'll start seeing the reflection a lot more.
Yeah. Well, that was a nice grab.
Yes.
Being able to get like King K. Rool away from you is also pretty good because he's pretty strong up close.
Yeah, he is. It does look like he is a pretty strong melee character.
Yeah.
Hitting pretty hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a nice laser actually.
We had his crown for a minute. We pulled out our top.
Yeah.
It looks like they're playing a little bit more defensively.
Yeah, I mean they have the ability to. That's the thing.
Yeah, they really could just kind of finish us off.
Okay, that was really nice. There was the grounding thing I was talking about.
Yes. I think they tried to execute that when they were on the platform as well, but because they were on the platform, it didn't have the same effect. But
Yeah.
oh, there's the reflection.
Ooh, that was really close.
Oh.
We can maybe get a spike there on King K. Rool because I think Rob's spike hitbox is pretty large.
Okay.
With that down like fire blast.
It did seem like we were edge guarding for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
That's really nice.
Yes. I was scared we weren't gonna make it back up, but it looks like we're getting close. We're doing really
no.
good.
Wait, that's a. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he's. Yeah. That's a good strategy for King K. Rool.
Yep. To just keep pounding into the ground.
That's interesting that he let him get out of the ground and then grabbed him and put him right back in.
Yeah.
Only to just punch him immediately.
You thought you had a moment of reprieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunate.
We thought that the true boss was Toon Link, but in fact it was King K. Rool the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
We still did really well though,
But
and we were
yeah.
able to take down one of their stocks when we only had one, and that's still impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think like overall this match has been pretty close. Getting like both teams have been getting down to like less than 3 sets. Like our last characters on both times.
Mhm.
Both sets have been down to one character.
Yeah, they've had to really pull this win from our like a very tight grip we get on the first couple of rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, it's best out of 3. So I'm not sure.
I don't know if there
Are we
is
doing
another
one more round? I hope so. All right.
Okay.
It looks like that's going to be game, and we'll cut to a break in a little bit, and then we'll be back with our player interview. So
All right.
we might be interviewing the captain or maybe like their little coach, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, we'll see who we do. What privilege, what character we get.
Mhm. All right. I think. Here we go. And we are back with our interview. We have Foster, who I was team captain,
Yep,
right?
I'm the manager.
Yeah.
Very
So, what do you feel about today's game? How do you think you're doing?
I mean, a loss is always disappointing, for sure.
Yeah.
But this is our first time in the Premier Division for a while, so we just kind of wanted to. I think it was maybe I think it was like 2 years ago, or only the beginning of last year we were in Premier. So we're happy to be back in it. It's definitely more of a challenge. I'm pretty happy with how everyone played. I don't think I did too well, but I think my team did really well. And I mean, one of my main goals is to just kind of learn from our mistakes. So since we have the whole thing recorded, we're going to review all those games really closely and see how we can improve. So I feel all right.
The team did seem like it did really well, and that they really had to work for those wins. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to do very well later on.
Yeah. I was really impressed that it seemed like a really close match overall. Everyone was down to their last character, both sets.
Yeah, they just had that one really good player who has a lot of results, and we knew that was going to be our kind of difficult match against them.
Yeah.
But I think everyone did pretty well. I don't think we got curb stomped or anything.
Oh yeah.
No,
definitely.
it was a very good match, and
Yeah.
and it seemed like it was pretty equal for a little while. And they did have that one player who played Toon Link and did very well, but we had quite a few good players too, like Jigglypuff we talked about a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Did very well.
Yeah, Pauts is
Ridley
great.
did as well.
Yeah.
Corin was a character I'd never seen before, and that was fantastic.
Corin's safer online at least, so I like to go Corin for the online matches. And it definitely did more work than the Mewtwo did. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mewtwo is interesting. I hadn't seen Mewtwo either, so it was nice to see a character that was a mix of melee and range go up against another mixed character of melee and range.
Yeah, because I was thinking a lot about like the general projectile spam from the Toon Link, and how we were going to be able to deal with that. Because the Mewtwo seemed like a good idea with his reflector and everything.
I think the Wolf was actually better. Especially in hindsight, because Wolf can just hold his reflector. The Toon Link was basically just waiting for me to press reflector and then punishing me for it. So I basically had to either react to a projectile, which is doable sometimes, but with the amount of projectiles that Toon Link has, it's not going to be consistent. And just...
That's not something that I often see with Toon Link. Usually he's more of a melee character. How do you think the team is feeling right now? Sometimes a loss can kind of fire you up a little bit. How do you think they're doing?
I think they feel pretty decent. I think they realize what they were doing wrong in the match against the Toon Link, and it's always kind of a refreshing feeling to know okay, I lost, but I know what I did wrong. It's a lot more awful if you feel like you have no idea what went wrong. So the fact that everyone kind of knows what they can improve on is already a great step, and this team never really loses their enthusiasm and motivation. I've never seen them kind of be down and feel like they're out for the count. So
the practices do always seem like a very fun kind of party, like a small little party that's going on in that bigger tournament room we've got.
Yep. We enjoy our practices to their fullest. So
yeah, and I can't believe it. I saw a lot of incredible plays from the whole team there. The double rest.
Oh yeah.
In that first match was really nice.
We love when Parker goes for those rests. It's great. He used to not do it as much in our brackets.
Yeah.
And then we kept telling him, you're hitting them you're hitting them in locals, you're hitting them when we're in practices.
Yeah.
Do the same thing in our online matches. You have the talent, you have those confirms down. Go for them, and he showed it today for sure.
Especially on a smaller character like Game & Watch. I
think
it's really impressive.
He was super consistent with them, and it was just great to see.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And even your play on the Toon Link with that disable was a really nice hit.
Yep.
I really
That's a mix-up that when the opponent's just getting too aggressive, they're gonna lose for it. That's one of the things I like about Mewtwo is one mistake could just get you a stock and turn the tide.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I think that is all the time we have left. So please subscribe, and come back next Thursday for more Smash Bros. I think we'll be playing with the other team.
Both teams will have a match, so we'll have the A team and the B team.
Exciting.
Very nice.
All right, awesome. We will see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.